Yeah, blue. This is a slightly bigger blue version of my red tractor. It's looking very grey around, so it's supposed to be a bit of sunshine out today, as I understand, but and then wet tomorrow, which is why we need to get this done today. It ticks over quite high. Right, okay. We'll open the gate. So we've got an extra 2 cylinders on this tractor. Mine's a little 4-pot. This is a 6, bit longer on the bonnet, bit more poke. So I don't think it's an awful lot more horsepower than mine. There's definitely a bit. Ed very kindly put the jaw hitch on for me. But I'm just wondering whether or not to actually change it back to the hook, because my roller has a big ring. So if you've got a big ring, you might as well make use of it, haven't you? Oh, okay. I've changed my mind, I can't be bothered. Pin. I'll use my pin. There he is. You got to come back an inch. Right. That can come out of there. Right, let's go rolling. Right, so I got a couple of hours of this now. Get this done, and then this afternoon on with the trailer on the Land Rover, load up 2 steers and off to the abattoir. So that's my day today. Okay, engage 4x4. I think we're right in the gear we are. Let's crack on. Crows are already out here having a peck around, looking for what seed they can pick out. So this, I would say, rolled down, they'd have to peck a bit harder. But But the grass seed is in, the fertilizer's on, everything is done. This is a soft bit here, so we'll watch our wheels. No, we're okay. Yeah, fingers crossed, it stays dry. I might get this done. Nothing sticking to the roller. So far so good. Right, we're pretty much halfway done. It's a little bit bumpy down the bottom here, but then I am going across the plough lines and all the working lines. So in an ideal world, I'd be going up and down the field and going in straight lines, and that's okay. It would be okay. Turning at the top, it's pretty dry and firm, but on the bottom third of the field, it's a bit more clatty and clayey, if you like. So I'm a bit concerned about turning down there, so I decided to go round and round. The aim of this job is to basically crush down the bigger lumps on the surface into finer lumps and squeeze everything together so that the grass seed, which is very small, and the clover seed even smaller, basically has intimate contact with particles of the soil. Because if there's no contact and no moisture and everything else, the seed won't germinate properly. So that's what this operation is for. This isn't a land leveling, rolling exercise. This is a germination exercise. So we'll see how this goes. I'm hoping this is going to come up fairly quickly. You know, I'm hoping within 10 days we're going to have a green haze. So it's the 10th. So I'm hoping by the 20th of October, unless it goes really cold, really quick, this field should be going green. A little bit more than that. So yeah, so far so good. So seeds in, ground is done. Once this is done, basically I'll be shutting the gate and leaving this alone. Job done. So I think I'll change the battery in this in a minute because that's nearly empty, and we'll put the camera outside round the blue tractor. I've only got a magnet mount, so we'll just see where we can stick it. Hopefully there's still some in there. I noticed on the last 2 runs going uphill, a bit of a squeak coming from the roller, so we don't want that. So we're going to give it a bit of lubrication. Oh, well, we will if there's any. I got a funny feeling you might be empty. Empty. Right, no longer empty. Should we try that again? One. Two. You ready? Come on then. Come on. Come on in. Ooh, there's no seat in here for you. So, and you can't have mine. That's good enough. So, yeah. It's not what I would call smooth, but I'm kind of hoping that if I roll this again late spring next year, before the grass starts getting away, provided it's dry enough, I will do the up and downs, and hopefully the grain will still be soft and pliable enough, and after a bit of winter weather, just to sort of break things down a little bit, move it, get it a bit smoother. But like I said, that's not what it's about today. Today it's about squeezing the topsoil nice and close to the seed, grass seed and clover seed, and basically getting this thing to germinate and grow. Okay, so this is the last piece out here. We're going to do this not in third gear. We're going to do this clockwise. We did that field anti-clockwise. Obviously I've not got rid of the squeak. Yeah, we did that field anti-clockwise because I wanted to be coming downhill on the wetter bits, and the same with this. So to come downhill on the wetter bits of this, I need to do this one clockwise. I don't think I've got enough grease in it. Well, I'm not going back for this little bit. I'll grease it again when I get home. Definitely softer there. Definitely. Right, that's the rolling done, completed. Just been in and separated the 2 steers from the cows. So this is part 2 of the day, and yeah, could be a bit exciting this. It's close enough, it should be. Got poo on my shoe. Are you going to go on there? Or are you actually on already? Already on. That's good enough. Okay, So 2 steers are in there, secure. All I got to do now is get the trailer back in here and sort some gates out. Right. So we only moved one animal last time. I need to move the partition gate down a bit. There's only 2, so we'll squeeze them up in here so they don't get knocked about in transport. Basically, we're just going to make the trailer a bit smaller. I reckon yeah, that should do it. Just a job. Right, don't get too stressed out, you two. Right, that's the gate latched to that. That can go down there anyway. All I want now is a gate across there. That'll do. I remember you. Alright, getting towards twitchy bum time now. They're a little bit wound up. Which I think we'll have you down there. Or will we? No. Up there. I think we'll actually tie you to the trailer itself. Something a bit more substantial. Right, we are almost there. No, I will put that down there. I don't want to try and go in between. That would be bad. So I think I'll put a bit of straw on the bottom there, make it a bit less scary. Right, they might try and go back out that way, but they can't go that way. All right, blue pipe, just in case. There it is. And one more chain. When you're back, go up, go up, go up, woo, go up, get your head round, head round, go on, go on, get there, get there, get up there, go on, get up there, get up there, on your toes. On your toes. I don't like using it. Sometimes it's better than getting run over. Whew. They're in there now. Hopefully Iper Williams make these things strong enough. They're only Dexters. Okay, calm down you two. You have got plenty of room in there. They're okay. Do you remember I said it was going to be a bit more exciting this afternoon? I'm very sorry to say that was true. It was a bit more exciting than I wanted to. I had both animals loaded up, 155 and 149 on the trailer. They didn't want to go on there, so I was glad to have them on and shut in. Went to the house to get the passports. 155's passport was there, no problem. 149, where's that then? Obviously got mixed up somewhere in the reams of paper of passports in the office. Went through all the passports, couldn't find it, must have missed it. Went through all the passports again, still didn't find it. Starting to get twitchy now because time's getting on. Went through again, still no passport. I cannot find number 149's passport. I know he's got one, he's registered, I know it's all done, but I can't take him. I can't take him to the slaughterhouse with no passport. So I've had to go back down the barn. Sorry I didn't take the camera because time is getting on. Let both animals back out again, get the cattle back in, get 165 in, which is the big one that I was going to leave until later on. He's not as old, but he is big. So get 165 in, chuck 149 out, get them both in a pen and get them loaded up again, and then redo the passports. So, and that's taken me just over half an hour of absolute scolt trying to get that done. And you know, I've rung the abattoir and I've told them that I'll be there by 5 o'clock, which is fine. So now we're on our way. And I'm all sticky and hot and a bit less bothered now. I was getting bothered. I don't like, these animals don't go to slaughter till tomorrow, which means they'll spend the night in lairage, which gives them time to calm down. And as much as that is for the well-being of the animal, it's also for the quality of the beef. Because if you take an animal to slaughter and he's stressed, stress releases adrenaline, and adrenaline, if it's in the flesh when the animal dies, makes it tough. So I don't want to serve tough beef because it was stressed. So I'm getting all steamed up in here now. Put aircon on to unsteam it. So I like to take the animals the day before. They have an evening in lairage. I like to take two if I can because they know each other. They can spend the evening together. They know, they calm down. And tomorrow morning they literally walk about 20 feet, and they go, "Ooh, what's that?" And that's the last thing. That's the last thing they know. So yeah, I was, for a horrible minute there, I was thinking I was going to have to do this tomorrow morning, which is definitely not what I wanted. So anyway, again, by the skin of our teeth. We've got the grass seed in by the skin of our teeth. We've got it rolled by the skin of our teeth. It's supposed to rain tomorrow, and I've got these two animals on their way. Aircon. Had it turn up hot. Yeah, looks like this week everything's by the skin of my teeth. I don't know if it's luck or judgment. No, I do. It's definitely not luck. No, it's definitely not judgment. So 165 is probably 20% bigger than 149. So if anybody was wondering, yes, I moved the partition panel back a couple of notches and give them a bit more room. And I was very surprised that they both, including 155, loaded up really nicely. They just walked in there. The blue pipe, it was literally just tap tap. Nothing more than a tap tap, just to encourage, a little bit of encouragement to keep going forward. So yeah, perfect. Right, that's them in there and done. So I'd left my food chain declaration at home. Basically, when you bring animals into slaughter, or beef anyway, well, pretty much any animal, you have to do a declaration that says whether you're shut down with TB, or whether the animals have had any medication, and what the withdrawal was on that medication, and blah blah blah. Basically, you've got to go say this animal and the products from it are safe for human consumption. You've got to sign your life away and say that is the case. So fortunate for me, we don't use antibiotics, we don't use medicines. If I need something, I'll go and get a dose of it, and or I'll get the vet to do it. It's not worth our while. We used to, but we ended up just always chucking it away. You know, these medicines have a shelf life, and 9 times out of 10 we'd buy a bottle of Alamycin, or what else do we use? It's gone on my head now. There were various sort of products that we used, but they all had a shelf life, and we just chuck them away. So it's got to the point now where, especially with a daughter that works at the vets, she would decant me, or they will decant me, a dose of something. I don't need a whole bottle. I just go down and get a syringe full and buy it by the syringe. No waste, no chuck away, no medicines I have to get rid of. So, you know, for dairy farms and big farms with lots of stock that rely on medications, it's different. But for me, these all breed animals, they don't get ill, they don't go off their feet, they don't really get problems. They pretty much look after themselves. So yeah. So my declaration is basically, no, we're not shut down with TB, no, there's no medicines, no, there's no withdrawal, no, sign it, date it, write my name, job done. So, and as we were going past, one of the customers for a beef pack yells out of his transit, Mr. Scaffold Man, I've forgotten your name, sorry, Farmer P, is that the November beef pack? I said it is. So yeah.